Welcome to Geek Fandom Media. I'm your host, Chris, and you guys, we got a bunch of good old DC news to go over in today's video. It's exciting. Now, the big one I really want to talk about, you guys, is this particular story. Now, Zach Cregger, you guys, director of Barbarian and up-and-coming film Weapons, which I heard is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait to watch Weapons, you guys. I love the trailers. I'm not watching anymore because I want to go in fully surprised. But apparently, he has a pitch and a script ready for DC Studios. And this pitch and script is, you guys, a Joker and Harley Quinn movie. Now, we just had a Joker and Harley Quinn movie with Joker, Follow You Do. And we all can agree, boy, that was so disappointing. Especially coming off Joker, you guys. Arguably one of my favorite comic book films of all time. Loved the score, loved everything about Joker. Joaquin Phoenix won, Best Actor, at the Academy Awards that year. Phenomenal. So when they announced Harley Quinn and Joker for the sequel, a lot of people were excited about that. And then Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, a lot of people were hyped, but it ultimately fell flat. Absolutely terrible in my eyes, you guys. I never rewatched it, and I don't think I will ever rewatch Joker. Follow You Do, you guys. It lost Warner Brothers like $200 million at the box office. It was absolutely insane because Joker, you guys, made $1 billion at the box office. Just insanity to me. But Zach Cregger, you guys, has a script and a pitch. And apparently, the movie would take place from a POV of a henchman in Gotham. Interesting take. Now, you have to realize, James Gunn he loves Elseworlds. He loves the idea of just expanding on the DC universe and not being stuck in one pocket. Hence, why we have the Matt Reeves Batman universe that is ultimately confirmed by James Gunn will not cross over or merge with his DC universe. So there are ideas out there that he's been pitched about. Like recently he stated, or he teased that, there was a major pitch to him about, something that was massive and huge that he didn't want to tell because he didn't want any other studios to kind of, steal the idea. But he likes the idea of Elseworlds. The bigger question is, would this potentially be set in the DCU? Would this be an Elseworlds story with, Matt Reeves' Batman? Or could this be in a completely, entirely different story? Now, we haven't even had a Batman introduced yet in the DCU, other than that brief cameo appearance in Creature Commandos. But we know Batman Brave and the Bold, it's in progression. The script isn't finished yet, but David Zaslav, James Gunn, they understand the importance of Wonder Woman and Batman, just like Superman. That's your pillar. Those are your pillars right now. So I don't know where this particular pitch or take would actually fit. Now, we still have a Harley Quinn with Margot Robbie. But is Margot Robbie even still attached to play this character? For the DCU? Honestly, we haven't heard anything. The last appearance we got was, the Suicide Squad. But certain characters have made their way over to the DCU. Like Peacemaker himself and all the other supporting characters. I don't know if Margot Robbie even wants to continue down this road, for Harley Quinn. I think she might be over it. Think about how long has she been playing Harley? 2016? It's coming on 10 years, you guys, she's been playing Harley Quinn. She was in Suicide Squad. She was in The Suicide Squad. She was in Birds of Prey, which I did not like whatsoever. She was in a brief moment. What was it? I'm drawing a blank on it. No, she wasn't in a brief moment. No, just those particular projects. So I'm like, do you recast Harley Quinn? It's going to be quite fascinating to me to see what James Gunn does with certain Batman characters. Because honestly, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was absolutely beloved. Everybody loved and adored, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. And I think she was wonderful in the role as well. But like I said, is she over it? Is she past it? James Gunn hasn't mentioned anything about Harley Quinn, nothing about anything about those characters since the Suicide Squad. So it's going to be interesting to see if James Gunn even decides to take this pitch, but do you cast in a whole new Joker? Is Jared Leto, would this be set, that's the thing, it can't be set in the DCU, even if Margot Robbie does come back as Harley Quinn. Because Jared Leto's Joker was not beloved. The gangster, the tattoos, the gold teeth, everybody despised it. Hashtag release the air cut if it's any better. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with this. And do we need another iteration of Joker? We just had Joaquin Phoenix. We just had, Matt Reeves' Batman, Barry Keoghan's Joker, which I can't wait to see. Hopefully he's in the sequel in some kind of capacity. But I'm like, do you do another Joker? It's like, it becomes too much. And that's the issue with doing, these Elseworld stories. That's the problem. Now you just, you're recasting the same role over and over again, and it becomes a competition. And ultimately, I hate to see it, that's how fans see shit nowadays. You know what I mean? Because best believe when Robert Pattinson's The Batman Part 2 comes out, we'll probably get an already, established Batman in the DCU. That draws comparisons. That's what I hate the most, you guys. It's frustrating, and that's where we are as a fandom right now. I mean, it's toxicity, you guys, to its nth degree. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about, a potential spinoff for DC Studios with Harley Quinn and Joker. And if you guys are down to be recasting those characters, who would you like to, see potentially play those roles? But moving on to the next story, you guys, Booster Gold series is officially back in development. Remember Booster Gold was, pitched along with everything else, a couple of years back? This is coming from Deadline. So, David Jenkins, you guys, is writing the pilot series. And keep in mind, this is just a pilot series. So, if this picks up, and if it's great, they will run with it. And David Jenkins will be the showrunner for this particular series. But as of right now, there's no actor casted right now or attached to play Booster Gold. But the fact that they're just doing a pilot series is interesting to me. And I like that idea. I like it because you don't want to greenlight an entire series, be 8 to 10 episodes, and fans absolutely don't like it whatsoever. So I think it's a good idea to invest a little money in a pilot series. And if that pilot series, I keep saying series, that pilot episode, and if that does particularly well, and the CEOs and everybody at Warner Brothers and DC Studios loved it, then there is potential growth for an entire series based off Booster Gold. But I'm not too familiar with the character of Booster Gold. I know a lot of people are fan casting, what's his name? I can never pronounce his full name. Kumail Nanjiani. Apparently he's not in the running to play Booster Gold. I know that was a rumor for like the damn near last half of the year. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Booster Gold and where it fits in. I know he has like a relationship in the comic books with Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was, I enjoyed Blue Beetle a lot, and that's technically a DCU project. So I would love to see Blue Beetle, integrated in some kind of way because I don't think he's going to get a sequel. It'll be further along the lines of him, joining a certain project. But we'll see what happens. Moving on, you guys. Anna Nogueira has turned in a draft for Teen Titans. Yes, you guys, Teen Titans is still a go at DC Studios. That's going to be interesting. She wrote Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, or Supergirl, and apparently she's writing Wonder Woman. So whatever work she's doing right now at DC Studios, she must be flaming hot. Because if they want her to write 3 projects, you guys, 3 films is incredible. That means she is doing some wonderful stuff with her scripts for DC Studios. And that makes me really excited about this. I mean, for her to tackle Teen Titans is going to be really interesting. I mean, like I said, what James Gunn has already established and created in this world of the DCU, the Teen Titans fit in perfectly, you guys. Perfectly. Starfire, Raven, Cyborg, Beast Boy, you name it. Nightwing or Robin, whoever you want to use. I am fascinated, and I would love to see it. And they're still doing the dynamic duo, that stop motion animation project for DC Studios, and that's a film. I love stop motion. Ooh, because I feel like all animation nowadays ultimately looks the same, or at least that was the case 10 years ago. Into the Spider-Verse really changing the game. I'm really hoping for some more unique style and animation that I could really love and appreciate. So I would love, stop motion, you guys. It's really, really a beautiful art form, and I would love to see, dynamic duo whenever that is, set to release. But Anna Nogueira, you guys, set to write Teen Titans, already wrote Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and is writing Wonder Woman. Let me know how you guys, feel in the comments down below about Anna Nogueira tackling 3 DC projects. And also, you guys, to close out the video, Jimmy Olsen is getting his own spin-off series. I mean, he was kind of a fan favorite in Superman. It's going to be set and a crime anthology series focused on different DC villains. Gorilla Grodd is apparently going to appear in this series. I mean, it kind of makes sense. You see Lex in his whole pocket dimension using those little small monkeys to, create the online hate for Superman. I love it. I'm down. I mean, I want more of the Daily Planet stuff. That's the stuff I really loved in Superman. I really appreciated, all the supporting characters, in the Daily Planet. I need more of that, especially Jimmy Olsen. He was so good. Him and, Tessmacher, the unsung heroes of Superman, who ultimately, ended up getting Lex caught up. So absolutely down with that, you guys. It sounds like a lot of fun. Obviously it's not going to be a film. It's going to be a series because, you can't make a film based off Jimmy Olsen because he's just not going to make any kind of money. But Superman at the box office right now, I think it's going to pull in anywhere between 600 to 650. It's not the greatest, but, James Gunn seems to be happy with it. David Zaslav was already, celebrating, opening weekend. But I was like, let's wait until its, theatrical run is over. And apparently it hits, VOD next month, which is super, super early. And they got to deal with, Fantastic Four First Steps this weekend, which looks to be crushing it, you guys. Seeing it on Friday, and I cannot wait. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about today's topics and discussions, DC Studios, DC News. Let me hear it in the comments down below. And of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching Geek Fandom Media. Peace.